Hey Warriors, what's going on? It's Guru Joe, and somebody in the comments the other day left a really good question, and it's something one of my regular students, Alex, was asking me about earlier, is just kind of like, what's the deal with the grip? Should I have like an iron hand grip for weapon retention, or should it be like a little more buoyant and flexible? And then somebody in the comments asked about, he said it looked like I was letting go of the stick like this. Can you see that? So let's get in a little bit. Just let's get on my hand for a second here. So when you're doing rolling on the stick, you don't want to open it like you're holding like a pristine glass of wine or something like that. You want to have your whole grip composed. Now there's two ways to do this. You can relax everything to the little finger. So see the gap opening in the palm here? It's very subtle, but that gap creates snap. And it helps your retention. So if I just do a roll here in front of the camera, when I roll, my little finger is never going to completely let go of the object. So I still have a full 5-finger grip on the weapon. I'm not really letting go at all, but the space of the hand is opening. That gives me a lot more flexibility. And when I roll here, so you can see the weapon is next to the shoulder. But if I were to do a rigid grip, I don't have the wrist dexterity at 40-ish years old to be able to bring it really close to the body. The other thing is, think about like anytime you're holding something too rigid, whether it's a grip in jiu-jitsu or you punch and you're really tense, it actually weakens the structures of the body, right? Your muscles become antagonistic. It's actually easier to disarm me when my hand is completely rigid, and the stroking is going to be not as nearly as fluid. So think of like a samurai sword. When you use a samurai sword, you need enough grip to maintain control of the blade, but it also needs to be flexible and pliable. So there's a balance between weapon retention and then actually putting like a swing or a slash or a loptic into use. Okay, so I'm gonna give you another exercise today. This is called the Corto Redondo, and maybe I'll go into hit, cover, hit. These are kind of brother-sister techniques. They're originally out of the Angel Cabala's Serrata Eskrima system. I learned them through the Inosanto program, but as you know, Guru Dan had at least 34 dedicated Filipino martial arts instructors, and Grandmaster Angel Cabala's was one of those. So this is part of that close quarter structure here. So I made my own equipment today. I'm gonna go a little gentle on it because I don't want it to break on camera. I don't care if I break it, but I wanna make sure you guys get the full experience here. So I set this up as basically either a thrusting line or like a horizontal line, as if the shot is coming in this way. That doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna keep it horizontal here. I'll go towards the camera and then I'll change the angle. So if I had a partner, I would have them hold the ends of the stick about waist level. So right now, since I got my chair set up, what I'm gonna do is like a vertical thrust. But as I hit the thrust, I'm gonna let my hand relax and the little finger open. I'm gonna let the stick roll to the shoulder, come down and check. So 1, 2, check. And it could be left or right lead, it doesn't matter, because remember, you're gonna be on the inside fighting here. So the lead isn't as important as when you're medio or long range. So I'm just gonna go up, down, check. That's it. So I want a nice fluid motion, and I want the percussion from the first hit to help it travel to the next beat. If I'm very rigid, then you're gonna swing the arm like that, which sometimes is necessary if the tool is really heavy. But since I have a light piece of rattan, I just want it to roll really comfortably like that. And I should be able to do that inside or outside. Okay, so from this angle here, see, I'm coming up, I connect, it's vertical at first. If you don't turn your thumb, you risk disarming yourself. So I'm gonna come in, turn it palm up. So just like an uppercut here, a vertical thrust. And now it's gonna roll, see the little finger opening, changing, flip, check. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check. Okay, so the other thing about your grip being buoyant is anytime I want, I can close the grip and use it. It's not gonna get dislodged from my hand, because it's not like when you throw an angle 1, just like punching, right? Like what Bruce Lee said, there is some tension at the moment of impact. So the moment I hit something, the grip is absolutely going to come together. But other than that, it's gonna be loose enough to hold on to the object, but flexible and buoyant. So I'm not gonna get disarmed easily, but I'm not gonna be so rigid that it affects my striking either. All right, so the next one, bonus round, is called hit, cover, hit. Now, if you had a partner, I would have them hold this at chest level, because normally you're gonna attack the upper limb and then go into the body. So it's not really a midline drill, but I can make use of the equipment that I have here. So hit, cover, hit is very simple. All you're gonna do is hit down and draw back with a thrust. That's your cover, because I could convert it into a block, or I could just hit back with it. And this is more of a heavy tool idea, or again, close quarter. So you just go hit, the cover is this part here. And now notice it doesn't go over my head, it just flips over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And also, again, it's a great idea to do it on the outside as well. Hit, cover, hit. And you could follow up with any abanico, any thrust series here, this way. It doesn't have to be it. Oh, then I came back, hit, cover, hit, hit and twirl, and just put a little bit of a mix on it that way. Okay. So the last thing is, think about hit, cover, hit. If it's on the inside, the cover can also cover the center line in case somebody's throwing a punch. Maybe you get them with the handle, maybe the arm itself is there, maybe the stick hits this way. So there's a lot of versatility in both these methods. So I gave you the Corto Redondo, or what we just call hit and twirl, and I gave you the hit, cover, hit method, both out of the Angel Cabala's Serrata Eskrima system that we practice under Guru Dan Inosanto as well. All right, you guys, thanks again for watching, and thanks for the comments. It really prompted this video, reminded me of some details I hadn't shared, and really great questions. So as always, thanks you guys for watching, liking, and subscribing to the channel, and we'll just keep the content coming. The Warriors are out.